#1 cable news show for 16 years and counting.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and the Weekdays of Bernie segment tonight. As we mentioned in the Talking Points memo, Hillary Clinton has not done a single national television interview since September 12th. And this week, Donald Trump's avoiding the national TV press as well. Joining us from Miami, the purveyor of BernardGoldberg.com, Mr. Goldberg. Let's take Hillary Clinton first. Do you agree that she's being a bit imperious? Word of the day, imperious. Do you think she is?
I do think she is, and you also said in your talking points that she's in hiding, and I think you're right on that too. But if I were giving her advice, and not a likely possibility, but if I were giving her advice, I would tell her not to do interviews with you or anybody who's serious about this. You said you wanted straight answers to straight questions. Yeah. Bill, she can't give straight answers because she's too vulnerable. She just can't do it.
Well, you're convicting her, though. You're convicting her of what the FBI is investigating her for. So I'm giving her the presumption.
Tell me what is in it for her. What is in it for her?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm giving her the presumption of innocence because that's the kind of guy I am. All right.
But when.
Go ahead.
But when you ask a legitimate question, yes, and she dances around it, Bill, I know you. You're not going to sit there like a potted plant.
Of course, I'm going to come in and level the boom. But why doesn't she just answer it? Why doesn't she just explain it?
Because she can't explain it. I know it. I suspect you know it. You're being a little too kind right now.
No, wait.
I know your audience knows it.
If she, the Secretary of State, okay, and she has been on record saying, I didn't do anything wrong in the Clinton Foundation. I didn't take any money for influence. I didn't do anything in the email. It was a foolish personal mistake that I made. Sorry I did it. So if that's true, if those denials are true, she had no problem going in and explaining whatever question I ask.
And what if it's not true?
Well, then she should resign and not try to be president of the United States. What do we want a person who committed a felony to be leading this country?
Bill, never lose that charming innocence. It's beautiful.
You ask and I answer. You know, I mean, if the woman knows she's a felon and then she's still trying to bamboozle the country, it's not. Well, I mean, it's not going to be impeachment. It's going to be she's going to be in solitary confinement for 30 years.
Everything isn't a crime. Look, let's think one question that isn't on the daily news. And it's a legitimate question. I think you'll agree. What if you say, you know, you said, Mrs. Clinton, that when you left office in 2000, when your husband left office, you were dead broke. Those are your words, not mine. You were dead broke. Now you and your husband are worth over $100 million. How'd that happen in 15 years?
It's a good question. Absolutely. And she'll say, well, we were lucky and fortunate to have people pay us to speak, and we made good investments, and blah, 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 blah. You know what that.
Right, and you would never take that, and you know it.
Well, I might be skeptical in my follow-up questioning.
Influence.
Right. But I gave her advice to level with the folks. She rejected my advice. Now, Trump, you couldn't get him off TV. And now for the last week, he didn't want to be on TV anymore. What's going there?
Yeah, I think that makes sense, too. I mean, in a political sense. If he does an interview, except if it's an incredibly friendly interview, then the journalist controls the agenda. But if he goes to a rally where everybody loves him, he does the rally, he picks the subject, nobody's questioning him. It winds up on the local news at 6 o'clock that night in North Carolina or Ohio, wherever, and he gets his point out with no interrogation.
No, I know, but he reaches so many more people when he does shows like this, which reach millions and millions and millions.
But he's not going to win any more votes than he's already won by being on this network or national television in general.
Because the laser focus now, people who weren't paying attention, now the World Series is over, they're kind of locked in. So I'm not sure that's right. Bernie, always great to talk with you. Thank you.